What's up YouTube? So in today's video we'll be going over how to install the turbo feed line and turbo drain lines. Alright, so this is the turbo that I'm going to be running. It is a GT3582. It's like eBay special. Spool up pretty well for this 600. It's a 3-liter 2J, as you already know. And this is the OBX header, and as well I do have a towel wastegate. The difference is that this towel wastegate is a 2-bolt flange on both ends, because my manifold is actually a 2-bolt flange. Props to the guys that sent me this on eBay. They actually gave me asking for a 5 psi spring, and they're confirming to me that there is a 5 psi spring in here, because that's how much I'm going to be running on this motor for now until I get a standalone. Comes with the bolts. I'm actually not sure what this is for, but I'm pretty sure this probably tees off to the turbo so that it can see how much boost pressure is being produced by the turbo. And then it has the metal gaskets. This side right here with the valve connects to the manifold, and this valve will open. This valve will open when it hits the amount of boost pressure that you're looking for, and that will expel any excess exhaust gases out of this valve right here, or this port right here, out through the exhaust. So the plan right now is to get the oil lines fed for the turbo, or at least attempt to, because I do have this steel braided line right here, and then I have the flanges and some of the gaskets, and then an AN line. As well, I have the line for the turbo drain. But since this manifold sits the turbo upside down, the turbo drain will have to go, well, it's gonna go here regardless, but I need to drill and tap this for this -10 AN bung right here, so that this can go in here, and then I can run this line straight to it. So it should be a straight shot, but right here is really close to the motor mount. But it should be able to curve around and snake right here. I'm not sure if it needs to be any longer or whatever, or if that'll affect the way the oiling is for the turbo. I'm not really sure, but we'll give it a shot. Instead of getting an oil sandwich plate, so I can have extra ports for the turbo drain, I decided just to get this little T right here that will go into where the oil pressure sensor is, and tee off of that. And then I'll just connect this oil line straight to it, and then feed the oil line across the engine all the way to the turbo. Now the problem will be is that it'll come right above the manifold, so that might be a problem in terms of heat or burning through the line, because it's gonna essentially touch this eventually. So maybe getting some heat wrap will actually save it, or maybe it won't. Here's the oil pressure sending unit. This would be, the oil filter would go right here, but I took mine off. It should be right there. But this is the oil pressure sending unit, if you didn't know, that is located right here on the 2J. So it would take like a 24, I think it's 24 millimeter wrench to get it off. So you just unscrew that, put that there, and then you just screw in this T. It's gotten hard to turn, so I'm gonna have to use a wrench to continue to spin it. So the size of this ended up being a 19 millimeter. So I'm gonna use this. I'm trying to spin it some more. It's not perfectly seated, but that's as far as I could get it to go in, because the threads for this, it actually isn't that long, so that's about as far as I could get it without it being over tight or trying to strip. Now I'm going to take this end of the line and screw it into there. I've gotten the T and the oil pressure sending unit all tied down, and the oil line. So now next step is to actually put the flanges for the oil drain and the oil feed onto the turbo. The turbo is off. First things first is to do the oil feed flange. So instead of using the gaskets that came in this oil line kit, I'm going to use the gaskets that actually came with the turbo, because they actually fit. This one is some weird oval shape. I think that's for like a T3 turbo maybe. So I got this one. I'm not sure if this is too small for it or not. Nah, I can actually do the oil lines, but first I gotta get the